What's up, YouTube? Tenchi Arizona, the angry Dracolope of the Dracolope crew here, and today's video is about this. The CRKT RSK MK5 Mark 5. Now, it's not in the tin at the moment, it is on my tabletop, and yes, I have done a video on this before. I've done a first impressions video. This is kind of a review, but kind of not. It's more of a pros and cons sort of thing. So let me just put this down and grab the knife. Now, the knife itself, I actually do like the idea of this knife. A little fixed blade that can fit in your survival tins. So in that aspect, excuse me while I just move my camera remote. In that aspect, I do like this knife. However, after using it for a while, there is one thing that has come to my attention that I really do not like. And surprisingly, it's not the sheath or the size of the blade. Because the sheath, given the fact that it's going to probably be in a survival tin, is adequate. Could even put it on a neck lanyard if you want. I wouldn't really do that, to be honest. The lanyard, again, is somewhat useful, though I really do not see the point of having it so adjustable, and it would be difficult to take off without cutting the cord. That's another minor thing, but it's not what I do not like about this blade. And it isn't even the fact that it's such a small blade. Now, this would be a good little skinner. 8 CR13 MOV stainless steel with a stonewash finish. The edge on it is pretty good. All I've done is stropped this since I've had it. So, what is the elephant in the room that I dislike about this blade? It's not the jimping on the top. The jimping on the top is perfectly comfortable. It is these 3 notches, which you can see here, right there, by the tip of my finger, on the underside of the handle. And these 3 notches make a rather uncomfortable hotspot when you are using or even sharpening this knife. Now, overall, as I said, I do like the design. But if CRKT and Doug Ritter do variations on this knife in the future, maybe an updated version, I would like to see these 3 notches removed. It's not because they are a weak point, not by any stretch of the imagination. It is just because they are so uncomfortable. They dig in to the meat of your finger when you are holding the knife. And I'm not even putting much pressure on the blade at the moment, to be honest, and that is cutting in right about there. Right where my finger's resting, it is cutting in to the meat of my finger. And over time, that does produce a rather uncomfortable hotspot. In fact, even with short usage, excuse my stumbling there, it provides a nasty hotspot. I have no problems with these little holes in the blade. I don't really think with a blade this small you're going to be using it in any way which those holes are going to affect it significantly. It is, despite its small size, rather stout on the spine. The edge is good. The shape of the handle is good. The only problem, the only thing I do not like is that those 3 notches right behind the ricoso and behind the sharpening choil. So right there, do not like those. Those in future iterations of this blade should be removed, in my opinion. Aside from that though, I do like this knife. It is a practical little knife to put in a EDC kit, something like a fire tin or a survival tin even. And that's what it comes in a tin for, so you can construct a survival tin. And although it has got a lanyard on it. I would say take the lanyard off. It's really not much use. Put a braided paracord lanyard on instead, or even braided microcord. You'll have a much better lanyard then. More functional, and yeah, you won't have all this crap hanging around. Because even when you have the lanyard set correctly, and I'm doing that now so you can see, that's the lanyard set pretty much correctly, so I've got secure grip on the knife and cannot really drop it. Even like this, you have all this cordage hanging off the back. That's 3 or 4 inches either side, even longer than the blade in fact, and it just gets in the way. So let's get down to the brass tacks. What am I going to score this knife? Well, given the fact that it has some hot spots here and a honestly quite excessive lanyard, as I said, that's not a failure point on my part. It is a minor annoyance though. So brass tacks, I give this particular CRKT the lowest rating I've actually given a knife so far. 3 stars. Why do I only give it 3 stars? Well, it's not due to the price point. It is a well-priced knife for its size, and given the fact it comes with a little instruction leaflet inside the tin to build a survival kit, and the tin itself is a hinged tin. But because of the hotspots you get, right there, I'll show you again, right there, that provides nasty hotspots. So I'm knocking a point off for that and a point off for the lanyard, because truly for a knife this size, it doesn't need to be any longer than this. You only need to get 2 or 3 fingers into that lanyard, and bear in mind I wear a large glove, and that is as long as I need this lanyard even with gloves on. So those are the 2 points that I'm deducting from this knife. That is why this particular knife is 3 stars, even though I do like it. Those 2 problems, mainly the hotspots but also the overlong lanyard, are why I'm reducing points on it. Price wise, good price. I would recommend it, but given the fact that even under light usage, it does have that hotspot, and I know I'm repeating myself here, but this little knife is designed for survival kits. You want even a small knife to be comfortable to use, and those hotspots make it, well, they make it a chore to use unless you are wearing gloves. So that's my thoughts and review on the Doug Ritter CRKT RSK MK5. Hopefully you got some good information out of that. And as usual, that's all for now. If you like it, please subscribe, comment and share. And remember, be good to each other.